lot of people coming, working here, living here, Taylor, but it makes sense. And let me tell you why, because this area that we're in, as I've been talking about, corridors of opportunity. But what's a corridor of opportunity? What does that mean? Well, I'm not an expert on it, but I have somebody who is. Mayor Pro Tem Dante Anderson. Dante, step in here. Dante, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
So when we talk about corridors of opportunity, for people who haven't heard about them before, what is that?
So the city has identified 6 areas throughout the entire city that have been underinvested over the years, and we call those corridors of opportunity. And we have a purposeful program where we lean into those communities, work with the businesses and residents to create a playbook on what the community needs, and then we execute that playbook for the next 3 to 15 years.
And when we talk about the growth here at Camp North End, right, you remember this place when you were growing up in the area. Now, it was kind of shrouded in secrecy, as we've heard Taylor Maureen talk about. In fact, I think I have some baby pics of young Dante. No, we got him. We got to bring him up for you. We'll see if we can get him up on the screen. But Dante, when you were growing up, what was this area like?
Man, this area was a little bit mysterious, Camp North End, because, you know, all of the work and efforts that were going on over here, we didn't really know about it as young people, right? But then you over to the left, you have historical neighborhoods like Druid Hills, and then over to the right, you have Double Oaks, and you have the Woodlawn communities, and of course, the Greenville community. So it has a long, rich history of long-standing neighborhoods of good working-class people that own small businesses and just really enjoyed their family and communities.
Dante, when we talk about those neighborhoods, right, we look at the development of Charlotte. Now, one of the things that happened here as we built 277, Greenville was one of the neighborhoods that kind of got split in half, and they lost some of their culture. So when we talk about building here, right, and we talk about the possible 1% sales tax on transit, bringing the red line through here, how do we strike the balance of building this area up, but not forgetting the people?
That is the most important part, right? So with the referendum, we have the opportunity to bring the red line through and potentially have a stop here at Camp North End, but also have a stop in Derrida, which is a very positive thing because these neighborhoods have not been connected to public transportation that closely. However, as we think about doing so, we have to ensure that the neighborhood is protected with its charm and aesthetic. And as we did the work with the playbook, and actually we did those meetings with the community right here at Camp North End, one of the biggest things they said was, yes, we want access to public transportation, but we want to make sure that our communities are identified, we have wayfinding signs, that people know our history, and we protect our history. So we have to do both. It's like a delicate braid of bringing in the new and innovative, but protecting the history, aesthetic, and charm.
And speaking of innovative, obviously, you're no stranger to Camp North End. And what we have here, you actually have some shops that you like. I have a shop that I like I'm going to talk about in 1 second. But tell me about what you like about Camp North End and how this area has just flourished.
What I love about Camp North End is so much going on here. They have a little bit of something for everyone. Pickleball courts, they have food kiosks. Matt Miles does a meetup on Tuesdays, which I love to come out here and run with those guys. I'm just slow and I'm not fit enough to do it. But there's so many festivals out here, cultural festivals, right? And it's amazing. So anytime there's something going on at Camp North End, I love to come out, in particular a festival, because not only will you partake in that, but you can partake in some of the shops here, which are awesome as well.
And the hope is that the innovation going on here spurs some growth, economic investment in the area around. And again, as we talk about respecting the culture, but bring some business up here to the North End too.
Absolutely. You know, we have economic vitality here, and that's great, but we then want it to bleed out further down North Graham, and we want it to bleed out further down Statesville. And there are opportunities to do so. So that area in between Druid Hills and Camp North End, there's opportunity to bring businesses, small businesses, and other outposts as well to ensure that this neighborhood has economic vitality.
Well, talking about small businesses and economic vitality, McGuire, come on in here. I talked about my favorite places here. If you can open up, this is Surefire Market. They have some of the best burgers, chicken sandwiches around here. So when we talk about Black-owned, investing in the area, Surefire is one of those places. Dante, it makes me feel good to see the investment here. I'm sure it makes you feel good to see the investment here as well. Dante, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. McGuire, thank you for the delicious food.
It looks great.
Ted, I'm going to leave you over there where you're doing weather. I'm going to get down on some of this. Keep on talking about the good weather.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.